hit that center button.
Please work. Green. So it's gonna be red.
I don't know. Let's see.
Like forever.
It would turn red. Yep. Boom. Red ring of death. Just like I thought.
Down on the clock again. Feel like I'm playing in a game that I can never win. Time is running out, I know I gotta make a choice. So many whispers in my ear that I can't hear my voice.
All right, guys, we got a call from one of our favorite local thrift stores. There was a bunch of video game consoles being held for us. So we drove across town. We're getting ready to go in and see what we can find. And I know there's a PS3 and there's some form of Xboxes in there and then some Wii stuff. And he said some games. So what are you guys looking for today? What do you want, you know, outside of what we know? What do you think it might be there?
If you said Wii, I'm hoping.
What I think is going to be in there.
I want another Rock Band guitar.
He
Another
said
one.
Okay.
Xbox.
Yep, some Xbox stuff.
So
Or an Xbox S.
Good call.
did he say games?
Yes.
Probably some Xbox Minecraft games.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, he doesn't have those yet.
I'm hoping
Well, I have
there's
one
going to be a
of them.
laptop, but I don't think there's going to be a laptop.
He didn't say anything about a laptop, but let's go in there and see what we can find. All right, guys, we are here in the eBay room taking a look at our haul from the thrift shop today. There's a ton of stuff to go over. I do not have my GoPro right now. I actually left it in my wife's vehicle from the last time we went out. So I'm doing everything on my phone and we'll see how it looks. So this is our eBay room right here, our little station for Whatnot and everything. With that being said, if you have not checked out Whatnot, check out the links below. If you join using my link, you get $10 free to spend with any creator, any seller on Whatnot. And we'd love to have you join us on there. So I got a little bit of random stuff in the background. So not everything here was picked up from the thrift store. So what I'll do is I'll go over everything from left to right as we usually do. Now, starting off, we went for a console bundle. So in the beginning video, we're riding down the road and I explained, hey, we're going to pick up, we got a lead that was some console stuff. So we went for the console bundle and we stumbled into a lot of cool stuff. So starting off, we got a ton of Blu-rays, all complete. Obviously picking up anything Batman is always a win. This one is still sealed. I love seeing sealed stuff. So excited about that. We picked up a stack of movies and a stack of seasons. Now I'll get through some of these real fast, but just some of the big ones. Obviously, here on this Resident Daryl channel, we pick up any copies of Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and the Zack Snyder Justice League. And occasionally we'll pick up the other version of the Justice League that we don't typically talk about. But I didn't have this 2-film collection all together. So this one goes in the personal collection. This one will not be resold. And we're filling up a shelf. Now, a lot of you guys have bought things from me. I've done some private auctions. I've done some private sales via eBay. I did a private one through Whatnot just to kind of learn the lay of the land. And then I've had a couple of people message us through our Facebook and Discord and stuff like that. If there's something you see on the videos and you want it, reach out. I'll cut you a great deal. Rather than me having to pay fees and shipping and all that stuff through a third party, I'd much rather cut you guys a discount. And then every now and again, some of you guys have gotten some extra copies of things that I personally love and enjoy. So there you go. There's that. I do not own this one either. This is the best of the Batman DC animated series. This right here these movies are excellent. And just a couple of highlights. The Killing Joke is amazing. Batman versus Teenage Turtles is great. Death of Superman is great. Justice League Dark is great. Suicide Squad was pretty good. Justice League versus Teen Titans is actually pretty good as well. But yes, this is also, I own all these films, but I don't own this version. So this one going in the personal collection as well. Now, we picked up some other bangers. We got Venom, we got Spider-Man. We picked up the Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 2. That's another really good one. A couple sealed movies in here. This Lord of the Rings animated film, never seen that before. I didn't even know this existed. So I don't know if it's any good or not. If you've watched it and you know, leave some comments down below. So I'm definitely going to check that out. This Ghostbusters 1 and 2 special edition with the art book, that was cool. And then a couple other, again, sealed Journey to Neverland, Walmart exclusive Peter Pan. I don't know if that's any good or not, but we picked it up. But what we went for were the consoles. while we were waiting to check out at this particular thrift store, we started seeing all these movies. Now, we just went there a few days ago and picked up and I don't have it near me, but it looked brand new, Wii drum set for Rock Band and stuff like that. And while we were there, all their movies and DVDs, everything were completely cleared out. So when we got in there today, I didn't expect anything. And then I saw all there was plenty of other stuff. But some of this stuff really interested me. Of course, right now, this is super timely. The Beast War Transformers Season 1. This is one of my favorite Transformers series from when I was a child. So this one we're going to watch. This one will not be resold. This one's going in the personal collection. Super excited about that. Picked up some of these old Cartoon Network collections, Saturday morning cartoon collections, a bunch of Duck Dynasty series is all sealed. None of that stuff resells for a ton, but what we'll do is we'll bundle it up because I didn't actually pay anything extra for these movies. This was all thrown in as a bonus. Okay, so we were told, and I'll get to this in a minute. We were told, hey, I got a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox One and an Xbox 360 waiting on you, okay? So I'm like, cool, I'll run down there and I'll check it out, all right? He said someone tried to steal these items. Someone tried to steal them. They grabbed them, put them in a box, and were trying to get by on them. And the way this thrift shop works is donations come in, box trucks come in, they drop a bunch of stuff off, and then the guys that work there sift through it. And there's a handful of us that are on a little bit of a list. And so, like, if they know that the video game collectors, like your boy Resident Daryl, are out there, they'll call me first. If I don't want it, then they'll call the next person. If that person doesn't want it, then they just sell it in the thrift store. So we have a very nice little spot set up. So, of course, I'm like, yeah, I'll pick up, anything and everything as long as I can do it. So that being said, we go down there, and he said in the process of them trying to steal it, the controllers and the connections were all taken, right? And so he cut me a really good deal. I spent $80 on everything you see here, okay? Now, originally it was a little bit more than that, but when I saw the Xbox 360, I said, look, this one right here has either a 49% or a 51% failure rate due to the red ring of death. Every single OG Xbox 360 I've ever picked up has died. It's dead. I've got a bin of them, and I tend to throw them away. I mean, they're not even worth parts, I wouldn't pay $30 for a brand new one personally because there's no margin in there, and they don't last. I went through 4 of these personally, including the special edition Resident Evil 5 one. They got the red ring of death. So I was not interested in this. And he said, well, you want me to just throw it in the trash? I was like, well, no, if you're just going to throw it away, I'll take it off your hands, but I'm not going to pay for it. I will not put any money in this particular Xbox 360. So he gave it to me. That being said, that was one console less off of the deal. So he's like, you know what? Instead of the original price, we're gonna do $80. And I said, well, what do you want from the movies? He's like, nope, keep it 80. So we're cool. So I have connections for this Xbox One and controllers. I have connections for this PlayStation 3. I don't know if they work. I haven't tested them yet. I'll test them at the end of this video. But when I was going through the stack of games that he gave me, these right here really interested me. So I just picked these up from a Facebook Marketplace deal. I don't think that video has gone live yet, but these I just added to the collection. But this particular one, this Masters version, is in much better shape than mine. So I think what I'll do is I'll do a swap, and I'll just sell the other one. So that's pretty cool. That Wheel of Fortune I also just picked up in a deal. If my version is better or that one's better, I'll swap them, and then we'll put that in the for sale pile. I did not own this Monopoly Streets. This is super exciting. So that's going into my collection. Now, I don't have the exact number in front of me right now because I'm using my phone to film and I can't look at my game eye just yet. But I do know we're somewhere in the 350 range on our collection of these. Now, hey, guys, don't judge me for any of the dust. I pulled out these Resident Evil figures. They've been down here in the basement and I haven't dusted them off yet. I just set them on the table just to kind of stage things up to see if I want to keep them there or not. So a lot of this stuff that we did some sheetrock work and there's a little bit of dust on them, so I gotta clean them off. So no judgment here. But Sonic All-Star Racing, I have transformed. I don't have All-Star. So this is going in the collection as well. Super excited to have that one. And then we got some Cabela's. We have this. Now, when I opened this Cabela's, a handful of other discs spilled out of it. One being Wii Sports. You can never go wrong with Wii Sports. That's an easy $20. Now, this one has some scratches and stuff, so you know, we got to get us a disc resurfacer for sure. M&M kart racing. I think it's the second or third copy I've picked up of this. So that'll go in our little folder of loose games. And then we got Biggs. We got Family Game Night 2. We got Chicken Shot. We got Happy Feet. We got, what is this one? Storm City Games, Magic Medallion. I actually don't know what that is. Let's see. Gummy Bears. Whoa, I've never even heard of that. Gotta love those quality Wii titles. And then High School Musical Sing It. So what we'll do is we'll bundle those. We have a Wii that we're getting ready to list on eBay. Might even throw it up on Whatnot. Who knows? It depends on how good we do and whatnot. But yes, we're going to throw us a bundle together, and these are the perfect bundle titles. You know, you put your console on there, you stick it with 5 or 6 games, and then whoever's looking to pick up a Wii gets a good deal. Now, this light gun for the Buck Hunter, so I think this is one of those that you actually plug into the TV, and it has the game pre-installed. I'm not 100% sure. I'll put sold comps up for all this stuff. It also came with this piece, which I'm assuming is the receiver. So I know absolutely nothing about this, and I didn't do any research before I started recording. So if you have this, if you've used it, if this is worth anything, if you've ever tried it, leave some comments down below. Now, we also picked up this Corsair keyboard. Now, this button, these buttons pop off so you can change them out. This thing is super heavy, like super heavy. I'd say 10, 12 pounds. Like, it's got some weight to it. And I'm not a PC guy, so I've never seen when they have, you know, real thick cable come out with 2 USBs. So I've got a couple hardcore PC nerds on my podcast. I'll reach out and see what their opinion is on this. But this thing is super textured, super nice. And again, it was thrown in the bundle. Didn't pay anything extra for it. That other button is in my truck. It popped out when I was putting it in, and I just didn't put it back on there. So, and last but not least, I know everyone who's sitting here watching is dying to know about this Pokemon X. So as we're checking out, I get super excited. I see this on the shelf. It's sitting back just like this. And I'm like, oh man, is that it? I grab it. I'm like, hey, how much for this? And he just kind of looked at me and smiled. And I was like, oh, let me guess. It's not in there. Sure enough, it's empty. Bummer. But hey, it's a complete case. So I said, hey, what do you want for just the case? Because I keep these things from when I find loose games and stuff. And he said, you can have it. So there you go. So we got us an Xbox One, a PS3. I don't know if they work yet. We'll come back and test them. I even have all the stuff to test the 360. We'll test the 360 and see what's up with it. We got all these great games and movies, things going into the collection, stuff for us to flip and resell. We've got some attachments for the Wii, and I'm super excited. Now, some of this other stuff, guys, some of this other stuff was already on the desk. So these statues I own, this steel tin of Man of Steel, amazing. These we just put in our Whatnot store. So, yeah, guys, let us know how we did. I'm going to come back and test out or show the results of the consoles tested here shortly. But, yes, leave us some comments. Let us know. Have you watched any of these? Have you played any of these? Let us know what you think. Thank you guys so much, and I'll be right back with these consoles. All right, Spider Packs, we are back ready to test out these consoles. We went and got all the pieces that we need to plug them up. So I'll let you do the honors. Now we've got a TV mounted right above us.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn it on.
Okay, green button.
All right, green light is good.
Blue light. We got a blue light.
All right, let's see. Don't see any video popping up yet.
Oh, it's
We've got some video.
okay.
Looks like it turns on.
Looks like it's good. Let's see. Yeah.
All right, let's see if there's a disc in there. Hit the eject button.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll take it. What we got?
MLB.
MLB The Show 13. MLB. All right, so let's do this since that came with it. Love the bonus discs. Let's put it in there.
And see if it works.
See if it works, yep. While we're doing that. And again, I'm using my phone instead of my GoPro, which I just don't love.
Let's see.
All right, it syncs up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, looks like it's reading. This is one of the $5 controllers I picked up from Salvation Army. It was covered in stickers. So I took them off. Yep, looks like we've got some baseball happening. There we go. Awesome, awesome. Perfect. All right, so we have us a PS3 that works, so that's one of the 3 consoles. Let's come back with the rest of them. All right, so learned something new today. Looks like this particular, I don't know if I can get a good, there we go. This power supply is different than all the ones I have. So this pattern has a plastic piece blocking it from going in there. And I've got more than one. There's another one. All the ones I have are the same. And I've got multiple bricks that don't have that piece. So we're gonna have to buy a piece for this one. So we won't be able to test it. We won't know if there's a game in this one yet. But we did find our hard drive for it. So we have, oh, that button's sticky now. There we go. Let's see. So we've got our hard drive. So yeah, so we'll have to just test the Xbox One and see where we're at with that. Why, you look so sad when I started. All right, check it out. We're gonna test out the Xbox One. All right, we got it plugged up. We haven't done anything yet. We grabbed a controller. The 360, we found a third power supply, still not the right one. All right, so touch that button right there. Uh-oh, she turned on. Okay.
Okay.
I gotta turn our TV back on. Go ahead and eject it and see if there's a disc in there. Add back in. Oh, bonus disc. Let's go.
Again.
Rainbow Six Siege.
In
Hey,
good condition.
We'll take it, yeah. Bonus discs are always the best. And now
Really good condition.
our controller is
Wait, let me
connected.
check. Let me check the condition of the PlayStation 3 one.
It's not plugged up anymore.
Oh.
So. All right, so we've tested out the Xbox. It's working. Go actually over to
The game.
the game so we can get that over. There you go. That's the game. Click
Let's
it.
see. Does it?
Just hit A. Yeah, that'll be fine.
It's not working.
Is it still downloading?
I don't know.
Oh, no, there it goes. Okay.
Finally.
Cool. So that one reads. So that's good. So we know this works. But then, as we were talking with your mom a little while ago, we found this. And this has exactly the piece we need. That power supply. So we'll be able to try it out. Now, remember, there's a difference between the plastic ones and the metal ones. I just didn't remember that when we
Is that
were.
plastic?
That's the metal end piece. All right, so now let's check out the Xbox 360. All right, so we've got the Xbox 360 hooked up. Now, I learned a few things as I was plugging it up. This one is the model before they had HDMI. There's a good possibility when we turn this on, we're gonna have 3 red rings, which means it's dead. But I pulled out some old component cables that I have, and we're gonna try it out. All right, so you go ahead and hit that center button.
Please work. Green. So it's gonna be red,
I don't know, let's see.
like forever.
It would turn red. Yep, boom. Red ring of death. Just like I thought. That's
Dang.
why I don't pay for these. But let's see. Oh, and no disc in it. So you see, son, this is what I wanted to explain to you. And then for anyone watching the video, if you're out buying video games and consoles and stuff, a couple things about this particular Xbox. One, it had a either 49% or 51% failure rate, okay? And this is why. They overheat. There's something wrong with the heat sinks in them. They're junk. I mean, absolute junk. Amazing console, and what I was really hoping that this one worked, because it, and also I would hope that it wasn't updated so I could have the original operating system, the blades on there. So cool. That would be one of those vintage pieces that would never hook to the internet. I say vintage, even though it was only 2006, but vintage in the sense that I would never update it and keep it that way. But the problem is they all died. Now, they can be repaired. I don't know how to repair them. I know my brother actually wrapped a towel around one and let it run for a few hours to where it like heated up so much, I guess it melted itself back together. I don't understand how that works. If you know, leave comments down below. But yes, I was buying these for $20 to $30 for a while there, and they're always broken. So like, don't waste your money. These are not worth anything unless you get them refurbished. And just a pro tip, if you're ever using this console and there's a disc in, never, ever, ever move it. Because if you do, it will put this scratch ring around your discs. If you look back at some of my earlier videos, I find a couple copies of those. And yeah, so it definitely, red ring of death. Womp womp. Now, if it had 4 rings, that would mean that the AV outputs and stuff weren't working. But yep, so this one's dead. This one works. This one works. Glad we didn't pay for this. I'm super excited about that. Unfortunately, you know, little nostalgia meter was starting to tick. I was excited about it. But yes, let us know how we did. Paxton, what do you think? You think we had a good haul overall today?
Yes, but I'm very upset.
You upset that that one's dead? Hey, but you know what? You've never seen that before. So now you know. And now when
I've
we're
seen it on other consoles. Like I've seen it on the PS4, like the like red ring of death.
no, it doesn't. The PS4 doesn't get the red ring of
Well,
death. This is
like-
the only one that gets the 3 rings
Well,
on it.
yeah, it just gets like it has the red line,
Yep.
and it just stays there forever, and it
Yep.
it just
Cool.
doesn't work.
So yeah, so now you've seen it. So when we're out in the wild, you know, don't even ask, because these are usually ticking time bombs. So all right, guys. I hope
But if you get it for $1, buy it.
for a paperweight, sure. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.